Всем привет! Вы на канале Burmeha Play, и мы продолжаем проходить игру Макс Пейн 3. В прошлой серии Макс сам пришел и сдался в полицию.
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
Опа,
Special
аптечечка.
forces painkillers.
I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time.
It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Деталь золотая. Тут и без нас разруха полная. Так, надо где-то обойти.
It was time to leave this palace before somebody treated me to an extended stay. The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more presently, Seemed I was too.
Вроде всех перестрелял.
The security switch had to be in that booth. About the only friend I had left in that town.
Все, выход на улицу.
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off.
И что с этим броневиком делать? Гранатомет попробовать подобрать. Да, надо подобрать гранатомет.
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off. Any time the prison riot had bought me was starting to run out, I had to keep moving.
Quebra as pernas dele! Payne!
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Эта баночка более утоляющего как раз вовремя. Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. They had their body armor. I had mine. Перестрелки уже такие жесткие достаточно. Нашли запчасть от золотого оружия. Ну, вроде все осмотрели. Там вроде банку обезболивающего увидел. Или показалось.
Police food. The same crap the world over. but I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with.
Заныкана была такая, на полочку. Золотая часть оружия. Никакого более удаляющего так и не нашел.
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah.
Это уже серьезно.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
Вот она, спасительная баночка обезболивающего.
I saw the elevator doors were open. If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Такой нежданчик выскочил. Слышны голоса.
killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now. AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money? If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone. Figured I'd bag those up for evidence. Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe.
Вот он весь пазл и начинает складываться. Ну, вроде все осмотрел.
I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New-Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine.
I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time.
Всем каски поснимал. Он что там, притих, что ли? Затаился и ждал. Это склад вещдоков, наверное.
Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed.
Все, что хочешь, просто. Все, что душе угодно.
tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. This was a waste of time. The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing.
Так, действительно, что-то я упустил.
The bastards had me locked in. If I didn't do something soon, I was going to be crying myself to a very long sleep. That would have been too easy. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique. There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela, Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come, him and Becker. I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Что такое? Не хочет в руки брать автомат. Ну и фиг с ним.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda!
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada!
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best.
Разнесли почти весь полицейский участок. Но добьем его уже в следующей серии. Если серия понравилась, комментарии, лайк, подписка. До новых встреч!